Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Spooky Appalachia Reacts. We've got a special guest with us today, the best Virginian. You might
Hey,
recognize him from his own awesome channel or possibly some of the previous content we've done with him. So, hey, welcome, bud.
hey, how's it going?
Good, good. So we have a reaction video for you today. It's a long one. I think we got like 6 minutes of UFO footage, but it's the Kumburgaz Turkey UFO. The footage is from '07 to '09. And it was taken, I believe, over the Sea of Marmara, which is the part of the straits between the Black Sea and the Mediterranean Sea in Turkey. So I will go ahead and start rolling the footage. So I think one thing I've seen a lot that I think is worth mentioning is that at least in this first part of the video, like a lot of people have basically, and it is a very busy shipping lane, lined this footage up exactly with like the front of a cruise ship. You all know how like the windows go up to like the kind of bar over the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
That is something, and to my knowledge, like the only real evidence against that was like someone tracked all the cruise ship times and none were going through during this time, but then when they sent this footage to the Turkish government, that was like one thing they said was that like based on like some of the positions of the moon and stuff in like the later videos, it's like basically certain the date and time on the camera are incorrect. Like,
Yeah, but that's the government, so...
yeah, well, I mean, it was like an astronomer with the National Laboratory, and it was like, oh, on this date it was a new moon. So it's like that's pretty verifiable information. So like there's a bit later where it's like, oh, there's like a half moon.
You can hear waves crashing.
Yeah. No, it is definitely in that location. But
This one looks a little different. Oh gosh, he's like all over the place.
Yeah.
On this one.
Yeah, that was like one of oh yeah, see that's like very much like if you think about a cruise boat. I think the other thing people generally throw out against this too is like the Sea of Marmara, and really that whole like shipping channel between the Black Sea and Istanbul is like one of the busiest like shipping ports in the world. It's busier than, you know, Suez Canal, Panama Canal, anything like this. So it's like this one guy with the shaky hand camera was the only one who saw it. I think a lot of people have. I think I'm somewhat sympathetic to that too, of like trouble buying it.
What's this? It's like it's lit up, but everything around it's dark. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, and like no stars or anything.
Yeah, there's no stars, nothing. There's nothing lit up around it other than that.
Yeah, just some lights.
Let's see. If they show it zoomed out, I mean, you can't tell where it is. Oh, that's in the sky, maybe.
No, that's on the look at the water. Look at the water go out.
Oh. Yeah, it could just be something out in the water, yeah.
Yeah. I think
it could just be something out in the distance on the water on that one.
I think this is the part where we get to see a puppy, though. That's exciting.
Tekrar bakalım.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
he's
be.
barking out at the sea.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems like on the water to me. What do you guys think?
Yeah, definitely on the water for me. I think it's a ship out.
I think I actually have seen this clip, this part of this clip before.
Yeah.
And someone did a video about it, that it could be an object out partially obscured by like some type of fog or something.
Yeah. No, I'd buy that. I kind of wish one of us spoke Turkish. I'm curious as to what he's saying.
I think best Virginian does.
Y'all don't speak Turkish?
No, no. These are all the. Okay.
Now, what's this?
I think it's this one. Yeah, that's just another, like, the beginning. But, like, later, I think the earlier one was in either 07 or, like, an earlier month. Like, I know, like, the whole broad range of these was 2007 to 2009.
Yeah.
There's one, I had the thing from the, I forget which one. Let me read directly from, like, the translation of the report from the observatory. I think it was these, no, not these, it was the August 10th shootings, which might have been the earlier one, but they said the light reflection from the left side of the object, which is seen on August 10th shootings, is not produced by the moon. At that time, the moon was in a phase that was pretty close to the new moon, and located approximately 10 degrees proximity angle to the horizon. Moreover, the image processing analysis conducted on some part of the footage revealed that the center of the object has the same density as the background.
Is that the moon right there?
Oh yeah, so this is another, yeah, this is a different period though. I think that is the moon. I don't know if there's anything from the that's the same night but later, I guess. Or was the other one still? Oh no, this is back to the beginning, so it's looped now. I will mute it so we can talk, but we'll leave it running. Yeah. I don't entirely know why that one's so famous. I feel like we've watched better footage, like even in just like the number of React videos we've done. Like the Pentagon footage to me was a lot better, at least. I don't know.
Yeah, to me, you can't tell. You don't see anything that gives like a perspective on where he's looking. You can't tell if he's pointing it up at the sky, pointing at the ocean, looking at his butt.
Yeah.
You don't know.
And I think a lot of that, to an extent, like based on his location, like has to be almost intentional. Like he's at some point pretty close to like the biggest city in Europe in the most like busy shipping lane in the world. Like you're telling me he could not find a reference object?
Yeah. The only reference object I saw was the crescent moon in one of them.
Right. Which of the time on your camera is not right. That's not a very good reference object. Yeah, the thing he said was like, oh, he like didn't understand like the AM and PM on his camera. But like I was reading from like an interview, because like they usually use like 24-hour time in Europe, but like that doesn't really explain, because this is obviously at night, and if it was 3:57 p.m., then it would not look like this. It would be, broad mid-afternoon daylight.
What do you think, West Virginian?
I'm not really sure. I mean, it definitely isn't great footage to begin with. And plus the date and time isn't really that great either.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if what was this originally made popular by the person who filmed it, or did someone else come across it and then re-upload it, and that's when it started taking off? Because that is always super relevant in these types of stories.
I think the guy who filmed it has given quite a been quite active in the publicity campaign for
Okay.
for what I was
Okay.
saying. Like I saw at least like several interviews with him
Oh,
when I was setting stuff up today.
I know here lately there's been a lot of footage that has been being re-uploaded as if it's like new footage, especially from like the Russia-Ukraine region.
Oh yeah.
And most of that is probably just so that more people will click on it, since that is a highly relevant area.
Gotcha.
I saw one the other day. I think it was probably just like a FX demo, and it claimed to be this giant object over a Russian city, but I don't think Russia has a lot of palm trees. So
Yeah, no, famously tropical plants.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
one of those. I'm like, I can't say for sure that that's downtown LA, but I don't think Russia has a ton of palm trees, guys.
Yeah. No, I think as far as I know, this was definitely taken in Turkey by this guy over the Sea of Marmara.
I mean, this one right here, you can definitely. I mean, it to me that definitely looks like something out at sea from a distance.
Yeah, yeah. This is the one where I'm just like, that's a all right footage of a dog and bad footage of a boat.
The one that looks like it could be some type of unknown object is one that's obviously on the ocean.
Yeah, like yeah, I guess that's the most confusing thing to me is like I feel like there's just better UFO footage, right? So why did this one get famous? Was it maybe just the time? Like most of the good stuff's come out in like the last decade with all the Pentagon releases, or like I don't know. I've seen so like this one's also famous, so you can like because you can allegedly like see the pilots,
But I
but
don't see anything.
yeah, so you can kinda see it right here. It's like there's 2 little blobs, but then you see these, like, obviously fake pictures all over the internet where
Yeah.
those blobs are, like, resolved into, like, Roswell grays and, like
Enhance.
yeah, like, the resolution, it's like on the TV programs where they're like, "Enhance, enhance." Yeah, no, exactly like you said, like, yeah. Sorry, I just caught that. Yeah, no, it's exactly that. It's the enhance, like, yeah, I don't know.
The
Like,
only thing I think is weird is the ones that have the objects that are partially lit up like that, unless they're maybe their ships and the bridge is got some lights pointed at it or something.
yeah.
That one's a little weird. That to me that's the only weird thing in these. Everything else logically makes sense.
I mean, I guess I haven't seen a lot of cruise ships at night to know what
I
parts
haven't
usually
either.
get lit up.
Yeah, see that? That's why can we only see part of it?
Could be. Yeah, let's ask the Google.
Yeah, let's ask the internet.
Cruise
I don't know
ship
why that
at
is,
night.
but I think that it's weird.
Yeah, it looks like they generally run pretty dark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's some like from the yeah, like they'll just run the top lights and some of the cabin lights. So I think depending on what time it is, it looks like yeah. Yeah, no, that looks kind of typical from what I'm seeing. It's usually like looks like they have the top lights like are there on, and then the rest are just like whoever's got their light on in their cabin. Which, if it is 4 or 5 a.m., is probably not too many people. Yeah, there's a couple that have lights just in that kind of configuration.
Well, heck, I thought this was going to be a good one.
Oh no, I think it was. I mean, the
When you
debunking's
think,
just as fun as the
until
bunking.
you think cruise ship, it's actually an interesting one.
It kind of makes sense for like if that is a window, it's like, okay, yeah, there's probably are people there. They did catch the pilot of the unidentified object. Is the captain. No, but I mean, no, I think, yeah, I would say like I definitely found the Pentagon stuff a little bit spookier, I guess. So I guess that would be my big thing of like, okay, like why did this one? That would be my the most uh or the biggest question I would have is like why this one got necessarily famous when
Yeah,
'cause
maybe
this one
somebody
gets
can tell us in the comments.
yeah, because this one gets referred to as a lot of like, oh, this is like the best UFO footage ever.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
what I
like,
saw too.
ooh, I don't know about that.
Uh,
Yeah.
Hopefully,
So,
the UFO community doesn't begin to hate us now.
well, they should provide better evidence if that's the case. I feel like
Back
we were
to
pretty generous to the Pentagon ones.
well, guys, I think we can about wrap this one up. What do you guys
Yeah.
think? Yeah.
Thanks again to the Best Virginia for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Cool.
And be sure to visit his channel.
Yeah, there's a lot of awesome content on there. I know we've plugged it before, but yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out yet, you absolutely should. But yeah, we'll see y'all next time, and we hope you enjoyed this episode. Take care.